If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Your living room is the factory. The product being manufactured is you.
Say for yourself.
Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about troubling, irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news
has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 When we first opened our doors.
Since 1926.
Since 1978.
For 60 years.
For 75 years.
For over 80 years.
In 90 years.
Over 100 years. Nationwide has been on your side.
Restaurants have always been there for you.
Nissan has been with you through thick and thin.
We will do what we've always done.
Take care of people.
We're people.
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 People and family.
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 Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Families are families.
Families.
Even now.
Especially now.
Especially now.
Right now.
Now more than ever.
More than ever.
Today, more than ever.
Today, more than ever.
In times like this.
At times like these.
During these difficult times.
In these troubled times.
Challenging times.
Trying times.
In these times of uncertainty.
During this time of great uncertainty.
During these uncertain times.
During these uncertain times.
In uncertain times.
In uncertain times. Uncertain times.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times.
This unprecedented moment in our history.
It's time of social distancing.
While things have slowed down.
As we turn more inside.
While the doors may be closed.
While the distance between us has gotten bigger.
The more we stay apart.
We still find ways to stay close. Even when we're apart.
Even if we can't stand closer than 6 feet.
We can all stay connected to work, school, and most importantly, to each other.
There's still ways to touch each other.
All without leaving the comfort and safety of your home.
Without leaving the safety of your home.
From home.
Home.
Your home. At home. Home.
Home.
Home. Home. Home. Home.
Home. Home. That's the key.
Buick and GMC are here to help.
Con Edison is here to help.
Here to help.
Our teams are here.
We are here.
We're here. We're here.
Here for you.
Here for you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
We are here for you.
We're here for you.
We are here for you. We'll be here for you.
Runnings is here for you.
We're still here for you.
We're with you. We're part of your community.
So you can trust us.
You can count on us.
And we'll get through this. Together.
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 Together. And together.
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 If you're a gas tank lately, then you don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you gas prices are back on the rise.
You don't need us to tell you that gas prices are back on the rise.
Who are you really shopping for this holiday season? It's okay, you can admit it, if you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
Well, it's okay, you can admit it if you have bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or maybe 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought maybe an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it.
If you've bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or 10 for yourself.
It's okay, you can admit it if you bought an item or 2 or...
Everyone will probably want to get outside, enjoy the holiday. Dr. Anthony Fauci, he has some concerns here. He says he's worried about another potential surge of cases after the long weekend and is calling for everyone to be vigilant ahead of flu season.
When you have a holiday like Labor Day, we have seen after the 4th of July, we saw after Memorial Day, a surge in cases. What I would really like to see is kind of a full court press to get us way down as a baseline so that when you get these cases in the fall, they won't surge up.
Together, we need to get through Labor Day weekend really protecting one another.
U.S. health experts on edge as the Labor Day holiday approaches, especially after many states suffered spikes in new cases, hospitalizations, and deaths after the Memorial Day and July 4th holidays.
After Memorial Day and the 4th of July this year, we saw a consistent spike in the number of cases following holiday celebrations. And doctors expect the same thing this time around.
We have some dire new holiday weekend warnings. There's a big concern that potential Labor Day parties could lead to a possible new surge in cases, kind of like what we saw happen after Memorial Day and the 4th of July.
Well, Labor Day, it means the unofficial end of summer. And you may be trying to soak up the last of it, right? But doctors say what we don't want to do this weekend is ruin the start of fall. We saw cases spike after Memorial Day. Fast forward to July 4th, another big increase.
And then our highest census of the pandemic was in mid to late July. And we were concerned some of that might have been related to 4th of July activities.
In the week following, the state averaged about 1,500 cases a day. Doctors now delivering a stern warning as we head into Labor Day weekend. The more people you surround yourself with, the more risk of infection.
A warning from the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, telling governors Labor Day weekend will be key in figuring out if the U.S. can control in the fall. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar joins me now. Dr. Natalie, first of all, it's so good to see you. Now, let's talk about the impact that just one party or event can be so dangerous. I know we saw these spikes after Memorial Day and the 4th of July, but how can these one-off events be so dangerous?
Today, people will hit the road for the holiday weekend. Health officials are concerned, though, that people are going to let their guard down this Labor Day, like we saw on Memorial Day and the 4th of July across the country.
The Labor Day weekend is nearly upon us, and that means people are gearing up for one last summer outing. But of course, it is happening amid a pandemic.
So it's anytime there's a risk of a mass gathering, people going to barbecues, family events, where they are less careful than they are when they're at work or even at school. Remember that Memorial Day and July 4th both showed us that what you do one day has effects 2, 3, 4 weeks later.
It's the final days of summer, and while many will hit the road for Labor Day weekend, health experts warn you can't take a vacation from a pandemic.
We need people to do social distancing. We need to keep gatherings to small numbers. Under 10 is what people say, and to wear masks when possible.
For the most part, states are seeing cases trend down, including here in Florida. But with another holiday weekend upon us, there's concern that we could see another spike similar to Memorial Day and July 4th.
Hoping to avoid what we saw over Memorial Day. Arizona reporting more than 204,000 cases since the pandemic began.
And experts right now are saying now is not the time to let your guard down. And here's why. As the weekend approaches, experts are warning about a possible repeat of 4th of July weekend. They say it was right around that weekend when states across the U.S. saw a surge.
It tells me we cannot let our guard down.
The risk of transmission is every bit as significant now as it was in July, for example.
While many children are back in school and businesses are reopening, the case counts and positivity rate show the virus is just as dangerous in some communities as it ever was. This weekend, Utah's favorite attractions like Bear Lake, our national parks, and our mountains will be busy. Webb says we need to continue to do the things that work: physical distancing, hand washing, and mask wearing.